Welcome in, everyone. I hope you guys are doing great wherever you're watching from today. I'm filming this on December 19th, so all information is up to date as of December 19th, and we have multiple updates out of Venezuela as fighter jets absolutely swarmed the coast of Nicolas Maduro's regime, the dictatorship in Caracas. But that's not the big updates. Trump was asked point blank in the Oval Office about what is going down. Will he be alerting Congress? We have a lot to get through. Trump making the war plans clearer than he has before, and we are going to break it all down for you. Before we get started, as always, please make sure to like and subscribe. Totally free. Cost you guys nothing at all. Huge boost to the channel. Comment with your thoughts below. What do you think about the fighter jets? What do you think about Trump's comments? Let me know all your thoughts in the comments below. Please hit that notification bell. All notifications turned on. You won't miss a thing. Instagram, David_Hookstead, X D Hookstead. That's where you can find me on social media. My DMs are wide open. Reach out with whatever you got. And our exclusive members-only tiers are in the video description and pinned comment. Check that out. Very cheap. Kept it cheap for everyone. Now, let's get into it. We have watched rapid developments day after day as more and more military assets flood into the Caribbean. We've got warships. We've got stealth fighters. We've got F-18s. We've got Growlers. We got the Gerald R. Ford aircraft carrier. We got submarines, thousands of troops. And we are getting closer and closer. Every mission we fly is right up to the border of Venezuela. Venezuela scrambled fighter jets the other day against the after our planes were there, although I'm sure they waited to get in the air until our planes left. We are seizing Venezuelan sanctioned oil. We have a blockade, a full blockade of Venezuelan oil, sanctioned oil, I should say. As many as 18 tankers are on the target list. 8 of those tankers are Venezuelan super tankers that can carry 2 million barrels of oil each. And we are not going to let the regime get 1 penny of money to enrich itself ahead of whatever is coming. Now, why are we doing this? I want to lay this out. Is it about the drugs? Is it about the criminals? Absolutely. That is a part of it, but it's not the main picture. The main reason we are doing this is because we have conflict on the horizon with China. We have conflict on the horizon with possibly Russia, Iran. What does China do? They import most of their fuel, a lot of it from Venezuela. If you're going to fight a war against someone, you don't want them to have vast oil reserves. So we want to get Maduro out of there. He has allowed our adversaries not just resources, but a footprint in our hemisphere. And as smart Americans, it is good. It is a good idea. It is good business. It is good strategic thinking to not allow that to continue. And thus, Maduro must go. As of making this video, he has not stepped down. That is why we continue the military operations, the pressure campaign, and taking the oil. But here is what President Trump said. So I'm going to put this on the screen for you. He was asked about the situation, and this is what the president said.
Doing a great job. It's the goal of the blockade with Venezuela to regime change. It's the blockade. Not going to let anybody going through that should be going through. You remember they took all of our energy rights. They took all of our oil from not that long ago, and we want it back. But they took it. They illegally took it. Why he's planning to use the FBI? Again.
So there's President Donald Trump saying they took our oil. Now, what does he mean by that? This might surprise some people to learn. Prior to the socialists and the commies taking over in Venezuela, we had a lot of oil infrastructure, oil rights, and then they came in and they stole it from us. That is actually a true statement. Now, we can debate whether or not that's justification to get revenge because it happened a long time ago, but Trump is not lying. That is a true statement. They did steal the oil from us, and now we as Americans and the president have made the decision that we are going to go in and knock off Maduro for many reasons. He's done more than enough to justify the United States getting involved. That's the fact of the matter. It's a buffet. Pick what option you want. He's done plenty. Pick what option you want to justify it, and we're going to go take care of business. But that is not all President Trump said. Let's switch to this. Put this up on the screen.
And they voted unanimously, so I was very honored by it. Thank you.
Mr. President, will you be seeking any authorization from Congress for any land attacks on cartels in Venezuela?
For anyone?
For any land attacks on drug cartels in Venezuela?
I wouldn't mind telling them, but it's not a big deal. I don't have to tell them. It's been proven. But I wouldn't mind at all. I just hope they wouldn't leak it. People leak it. They are politicians and they leak like a sieve. But I'd have no problem doing that.
On that, Mr. President.
Yes, please.
Mr. President, there's a meeting this weekend on Ukraine in Florida. What are you hoping will come out of that meeting?
So there, right there, President Donald Trump was asked about whether or not he will notify Congress. He's saying he doesn't have to. He's worried about leaking. And keep in mind, Congress has been briefed on a handful of things. And weirdly, those classified reports, those classified briefings somehow make their way to the media. Isn't that a little strange? Isn't that a little strange? So does President Trump have the authority to strike Venezuela on his own? I do not know the answer to that question. I'm not a lawyer. I know that the White House and the military and the intelligence agencies have some of the best lawyers out there, and they are going to have to make that determination. And according to President Trump, they already have made that determination, and he does not have to give them advance notice. Again, I'm not a lawyer. I don't know the answer to that. We're taking the president at his word. And then here we have President Trump touching a little more on how Venezuela let their worst people into our country, flooded our country with their worst criminals. Let's watch.
Come into our country illegally anymore. They came in from prisons and mental institutions and drug dealers and, a lot of bad people from all over the world. Venezuela emptied their prisons into our country. We had Tren de Aragua, which supposedly, the doctors don't know this, it's the meanest gang of them all. Okay, doctor? You don't have to know about it. You got other problems. But they let a lot of bad people in here. And so I think I'll be talking about that. I think I'll be talking about the tremendous success.
So there's President Donald Trump once again going after Venezuela for emptying their prisons, according to him, and flooding our country with Tren de Aragua. Now, there's no question Tren de Aragua came flooding into our country. And what happened? It was an absolute disaster. And quite frankly, they should be dealt with in the harshest way possible. And that, again, another one of the buffet options for why we can go get rid of Maduro. Now, on this, so this was on December 18th. This is all the fighter jets and early warning aircraft in the sky. Look at the two F-18s on the bottom of the screen here. Look at that. They are literally on the edge of Venezuelan airspace, hundreds of yards, maybe a mile at most. And they are just buzzing the airspace, trying to draw the Venezuelan defenses out. Why do we keep doing this? I've said it once. I'll keep saying it. We have systems that allow us to soak up as much information as possible, learn where all their air defenses, their integrated air defense systems are, their layered air defense systems are. And then when it's go time, when President Trump finally orders, hey, let's go in and rock and roll, we will be ready. We will be prepared. In terms of the early warning aircraft they had on the screen, that you see there, they had an E2, the most modern version of the E2. I believe it's the D. Yeah, the E2D, which is right here, which is a highly sophisticated plane that is an early warning plane. It allows us to know if the Venezuelans are getting planes in the air. It allows us to soak up, again, as much information as possible to make sure that we do not get caught off guard. And when it comes time, if the Venezuelans do something very stupid, we will be ready for them. Speaking of Venezuela doing something very stupid, this comes from the New York Times saying Venezuelan Navy escort vessels in defiance of Trump blockade threat. Pentagon officials, surprised by Trump's orders, scrambled to work out a plan to halt sanctioned tankers as Maduro's Venezuela's leader vowed resistance. It says Nicolas Maduro, the leader of Venezuela, ordered his Navy to escort ships carrying petroleum products from port, risking a confrontation with the United States on the high seas as he defied President Trump's declaration of blockade aimed at the country's oil industry. Several ships sailed from Venezuela toward Asia with a Venezuelan naval escort between Tuesday evening and a Wednesday morning, said three people familiar with the transits. None of the commercial vessels were sanctioned at the time. So Venezuela put their ships, their Navy ships, out to sea in a direct confrontation with the United States Navy. And as I said in a video released on Wednesday, if the Venezuelan Navy thinks they are going to survive a shooting war with the United States, their boats will be sunk to the bottom of the ocean. That's not my opinion. That's reality. We have the best Navy in the world. Venezuela's got a third-rate Navy living off technology that is decades behind ours. We will swarm them. We will sink them. It will not be close. So that's what we have going on with the latest updates as of December 18th. We have President Donald Trump saying we're taking our stuff back. We have President Donald Trump saying he does not believe that he has to notify Congress. We have fighter jets continuing to swarm all over the airspace right next to Venezuela. Seemingly more and more planes every day. It started with 1, then it started with 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And those are the planes that are just on radar. And for what's the saying? For every plane you see on radar, there's 4 or 5 you don't. We could add as many as 30 planes up there getting to work, doing their job, figuring out what they need to do. And then the Venezuelan Navy has been deployed to confront the United States Navy. Things are only going to get spicier and crazier from here. So we will see how it goes. But those are the updates from today. As of this morning, I want you guys to comment in the video below. Comment. What do you think of this? What are the developments? What do they mean? Let me know in the comments below. Please make sure to like and subscribe. Huge boost to the channel, totally free. Hit the bell, all notifications turned on. You won't miss a thing. And then right here, Instagram, David_Hookstead, X, D_Hookstead. That's where you can find me on social media. DMs are wide open. Send me whatever you need. As always, thank you for watching. I'll see y'all next time.